list 4 reasons why. First one is resonance effect. Second one is difference between hybridization of CX bond. Third one is instability of phenyl cation. Fourth one is electronic repulsion.
Yeah.
And then even though if you want them to go and if you want them to go undergo substitution reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction, then there is like very extreme conditions are needed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then
then we learned about the presence of a withdrawing group that will make it easier for them to go undergo substitution reaction.
okay.
Yes,
Why?
ma'am.
How is electron withdrawing group is making it easier for the nucleophilic substitution reaction?
Can I answer?
Yes, Prasanna.
It reduces the negative charge in the compound.
Yeah, and which
Like
position?
at the places of ortho and para.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you need to write it down. If it's a question comes like this, you should be showing that resonating structures. Okay, for a chloro, take an example of chlorobenzene or any halo compound where you can see the resonating structures happening and you can see negative charges are formed at ortho and para position, and then you can support your answer saying that if there is electro-withdrawing groups at ortho and para position, then negative charge will be reduced, facilitating nucleophilic substitution. And the same effect will not happen if electron withdrawing group is at meta position, because at meta position there is no negative charge developed during the resonance. I guess I was showing that resonating structures, right, yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's about nucleophilic reaction. Now let's move to the electrophilic substitution. This is actually very easy one, the similar one which we have learned in grade 11. Electrophilic substitution mean electrophile will be attacking the benzene ring and hydrogen on the carbon atom of benzene will be substituted. So here the main thing to understand is that electrophilic substitution is easier for a aromatic compound, because in aromatic compound it's a pi electron cloud or pi electron system, which means it's a electron rich system. So an electrophile, which is an electron deficient or a compound with a positive charge, will be able to attack the benzene ring. So that is why a normal benzene or a substituted benzene, electrophilic substitution is very easy. So same like a normal benzene, haloarenes also can undergo electrophilic substitution, and basically we have the same 5 different categories which we have discussed last year: nitration, halogenation, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, and Friedel-Crafts acylation, and everything follow the same pattern. So we just need a title and the example, that much is enough. And the other important point to be noted is when you have a halogen, you can see the type of the product is always ortho and para position. The second group coming to the benzene ring, the position of this group will be decided by the existing group. So we know that chlorine is ortho para directing. Last year, I guess I have gave you a table with the details of all the functional groups, which is ortho para directing and meta directing. And also I gave you electron withdrawing and electron donating groups. So can you all just copy the same information, the table, after referring your grade 11 textbook or the notebook? Let that be your homework for today. Because that information is required for the coming chapters also, which are ortho para directing groups, which are meta directing groups, which are electron withdrawing and which are electron donating groups. So here in all the examples, same pattern, because halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine, all of them are ortho para directing. So the second group attacking the benzene will be attached either at ortho or para position. So you're getting a compounds like this. So here concentrated HNO3 and sulfuric acid are the nitrating mixture or the reagents, and you get product where NO2 is attached to the ortho or para positions. Like that, you can write other examples of electrophilic substitution as well. And
Ma'am, so here the chlorine doesn't get substituted. It's the hydrogen that gets substituted.
yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
that's what I said. It's all the aromatic compounds are susceptible to electrophilic substitution because for them it's an electron-rich system of the carbon. So attacking that carbon will be easy, and hydrogen will be replaced. In a previous example where we were doing nucleophilic substitution, in that case the chlorine was getting substituted. So this is electrophilic substitution. Okay, so we'll discuss all these electrophilic substitution example one by one. So this is the first one, nitration. So write down the heading and just write the equation. That will be enough. And it's very important to know what are the directing nature of the existing group. So halogens are ortho-para directing. So you can write the product in that format. Okay, can I move to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is halogenation. Again, same format, but here important to know that you need a catalyst like FeCl3 or AlCl3. You can use any of these catalysts, FeCl3 or AlCl3 as the catalyst. So when you add chlorine, a further chlorination is possible in chlorobenzene. Again, the second chlorine which will be attached on ortho or para position. So that is the like similarity you can see in all the electrophilic substitution. So here only the reagent change and the product position of the group will be same. So here chlorine is attached on ortho and para position. In previous case, it was NO2 group nitration. Like that, only that group was only changing, but the position of group will be on the same place like ortho and para.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
which product will be there more in quantity?
It will be almost similar, and it's about the stability is also there because in para it will be more stable because otherwise it's a chlorine repulsion part is there here.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. The next electrophilic substitution example is sulfonation. Again, here we are using sulfonic.
Ma'am, could you go back to the previous slide for a second?
Yes, Taizir. Yeah.
All right, ma'am, done.
Okay. Next is sulfonation. Again, the same format. The pattern is same. Only thing is that you are adding a sulfonyl group, which is SO3H at ortho and para position. And the reagent is sulfuric acid followed with heating. So next two also same way you can write it down. So this is the third electrophilic substitution. Next is Friedel-Crafts reactions, that is alkylation and acylation, which is also the same pattern. All these examples you can see we have discussed already in grade 11. If you refer your last year's notes, you could see the same reactions there. But in that case, it was basically with the pure benzene mostly. We discussed all the cases with pure benzene and substituted benzene, etc. Two or three different cases we discussed. And haloalkenes, haloarenes are substituted benzene. So we are discussing only this particular type. Okay, moving to the next one. Friedel-Crafts alkylation, that is, it's a very, very important thing because you are able to connect a carbon or add a carbon to existing benzene ring. So you can see that it's an alkylation and the reagent is the alkyl halide CH3Cl or alkyl chloride or bromide, anything you can take. And AlCl3 is a catalyst. You can even use FeCl3 as well. And again, you can see ortho and para products are formed. CH3 attached to ortho and para positions. So in each of these example, you have to learn what is the reagent. You have to use a special condition of catalyst because the type of the product is just substituting that group at ortho and para position. So alkylation mean alkyl group added to ortho and para position like that.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
if we wanted to add it to a bromobenzene or one of the other halogens, do we have to use C3Cl only, or should we use bromomethane like that?
You mean the starting compound is bromobenzene, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
No, that is okay. You can use even CH3Cl here also.
Okay, ma'am.
Because this is not taking part over here because here what you're doing is like your hydrogen is getting replaced with the CH3 group from CH3Cl. So irrespective of the existing halogen, you can use chlorine as a chloride, alkyl chloride as the reagent.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
So this is Friedel-Crafts alkylation, a named reaction. And the last one in electrophilic substitution is Friedel-Crafts acylation. Acylation is same like alkylation, but acyl group is actually RCO group. This is what actually is the acyl group. That is the only difference. So R group is alkyl, right? We just write R for alkyl group. And if its R group is attached to a CO part, then we call it as acyl. So you have to use an acyl chloride as the reagent and acyl group COCH3 or CO anything, any carbon chain COR. That is what will be substituted at ortho and para position. So this particular reaction is known as Friedel-Crafts acylation. Because it here acyl group is being added or substituted at ortho and para position. And these are the 5 different electrophilic substitution. And the same kind of reaction you will see in other arenes compound. Because and the basic reason is benzene is electron rich and electrophilic substitution is easy in benzene. So that's why in every arene compounds, aromatic compound or substituents, you will find this electrophilic substitution as one of the important and fast reaction. Any doubt in these examples? Any of the example, the 5 different examples we discussed under electrophilic? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the last reaction for this chapter and for haloarenes is reaction with metal. So nucleophilic substitution, that was the first reaction, and we found that nucleophilic substitution is very difficult in haloarene, and we discussed 4 reasons for that as well. Then we discussed that nucleophilic substitution can be done, but if we use a drastic condition, and we took an example of Dow's process as one example. Then we discussed that nucleophilic substitution can be made easier if you have electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para position, and we explained it based on the resonating effect mechanism and all. Then we move to electrophilic substitution. That is the second reaction, chemical reactions of haloarine. And electrophilic substitution is comparatively easy because benzene or the aromatic systems are with pi electron cloud. That means it's an electron rich system. So attack of an electrophile is easier and hydrogen is easily get substituted with the electrophile. So we got 5 different examples of electrophilic substitution and nitration, halogenation, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and Friedel-Crafts acylation, all of them being in the same format because you will get ortho and para product as halogens are ortho para directing group. The last or the third reaction for haloarenes is reactions with metal, and this example is very easy if you know the words reaction because it follows the same way, but the name is known as Fittig reaction, another important name reaction, but it is same mechanism or same path how we discuss in the words reaction, because in words reaction we were using CH3Cl and adding sodium in presence of ether. So what happens is like 2 molecules combines and you were getting a hydrocarbon with the double the number of carbon in the starting compound. So here you got 1 carbon and the product was 2 carbon ethane, right? Same reaction is happening if you take haloarene also, 2 compounds, chlorobenzene, and it treated with sodium and dry ether. And what you can see is like 2 benzene ring combines together to get another compound which is known as diphenyl. It's a very, very important reaction, named reaction Fittig reaction. This is same like Wood's reaction, but Wood's reaction was for alkyl halides and Fittig reaction is for aryl halides or haloarenes. Same thing, a dimerization happen, the 2 molecules joins and getting a diphenyl. So here there is only one reaction with metal, Fittig reaction. And this can be easily understood if you know the words reaction. Same like that only. Here you get 2 benzene attached to each other. And this particular product is known as diphenyl because 2 phenyl ring. Phenyl is when benzene ring, when it comes as a branch or something, we call it as phenyl. So here this is why it's a common name, diphenyl. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there is one last equation which I have to discuss with you all. If I'll take a haloarene and if I take a haloalkane together and if I treat it with sodium in dry ether condition, that means I am taking haloalkanes and haloarenes and using the conditions sodium in dry ether, what will happen? What will be the product if I'll get over here? What can happen here if I take a halo compound and a haloalkane and did the same condition like sodium and dry ether? What is possible? Is there any reaction possible? If at all, yes. What type of product you will get?
Ma'am, will you get toluene?
Yeah. You will get benzene and CH3 added like this. Because in Wood's reaction or Fittig reaction, what was happening? You are removing this chlorine and the remaining part was combining. And the same thing can happen if you take an alkyl halide and aryl halide together And that is what my next reaction, which is known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. That means you take a chlorobenzene and chloromethane, that is one is an arene compound, or other is a normal alkyl halide. And when you treat, and this is what you will get, same condition. So irrespective of whether it's a halo or normal alkane, haloalkane, what you will get is like the chlorine is removed from both the compound and the hydrocarbon part get attached to each other. So you are getting a product over here. So that this particular reaction, which is a combination of Wurtz and Fittig, is known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. And this is the last reaction for this chapter.
Ma'am, could you show Fittig reaction again, please?
Yeah. Wurtz reaction, Fittig reaction is related, closely related. That's why we can combine Wurtz and Fittig together. Done?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
And the final one. So write this one also. This is also an important named reaction, Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So we are done with this topic. I have already uploaded the notes. 2 worksheets are also uploaded from this topic. So please go through it. Solve those worksheet questions. And most of the questions from this chapter is there in that 2 worksheets. If you solve all of them, if you could solve all of them, that will be enough. You can practice more questions, that is always there, but at least minimum you need to practice those worksheet questions. So again, please go through the entire chapter, and get back to me if you have any doubt in any of the area or any of the topic. We have gone through everything, all the minute details. Everything was discussed here. Important points was discussed. But still, if I missed out anything, you can just remind me. Polyhalogen compounds is not required as per the updated syllabus. I'm not going it over there. So I'm not going to start the new chapter today. We'll start the alcohols tomorrow. So let's discuss few questions in the last 10 minutes. So can we discuss this question? This is one way of asking, like the reaction. What happens when you treat 2-chloropentane with alcoholic KOH? Let's do one by one. 2-chloropentane is treated with alcoholic KOH. So what will be the product here? Siddharth, what do you think will be the product? You get major and minor, but what will be the major product? Siddharth, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll do it together, but just be there, like respond, okay? Because first you have to draw the structure anyway, because without drawing the structure, you can do. So it's a 2-chloropentane. That means this is 2-chloropentane, 5 carbon. And on the second carbon, you have chlorine. Right. And what you're using is alcoholic AH. So what is the type of reaction? Alcoholic AOH. Alcoholic AOH mean elimination or substitution?
Elimination.
Elimination. Always keep in your mind, And there is an easy trick to say that alcohol, KOH with alcohol, elimination. Okay, which I used to remember in my school days like that. If somebody takes alcohol and go to home, you will get eliminated. Same thing will happen here. KOH, if it's an aqueous condition, substitution. But KOH in alcoholic condition, elimination. Alcohol mean you will get eliminated. So that's what you need to think here also. Alcoholic condition, the haloalkenes will undergo elimination reaction. So here you will get two different products. What are the two different products?
Alkene.
Alkene you will get. So it's a beta elimination. You have two beta positions are there, but from which position the hydrogen will be removed? You have to use the Zaitsev rule. What is the Zaitsev rule? Yeah.
From the beta.
Anybody? Yeah.
Ma'am, from CH3.
CH3 or CH2?
No, from CH2.
Ma'am, CH2.
CH2, because the rule is that
Ma'am, less carbon in CH2.
Yeah, less carbon. That means hydrogen will be removed from those carbon containing less number of hydrogen. So the
Sorry,
major,
ma'am, less hydrogen.
yeah. So less CH double bond CH, CH2, CH3. You will get the other product also, but this will be the major product. So you can, if it's a normal reaction, you can show both this plus the other one will be going from the first carbon. So you can have both the product, but usually they prefer you to write the major product and you have to show that also because this is to check your understanding of Zaitsev rule. So this is the major product. Yeah, is that clear to all of you?
Ma'am, so we should write both and then indicate which one is major.
And actually, if it's a conversion mean you have to convert one compound to the other. So where you just need one product. So that case, you have to write only the major product. You don't have to even mention about the minor. But if it's a general question, what will happen? What is the thing? Like that is a general thing. You can write both the product, but always make sure that you specify which is major.
Also, ma'am, here should we write plus Cl minus? Or
No, that's not required. Here in organic, we don't look for the byproducts. We'll just look for the main products.
Okay, ma'am.
So that is what 2-chloropentane is. So always draw the structure, then check whether it's what kind of reaction is happening. Then you can write the product accordingly. So that's the first question. So what is the name of the product here? What is the name of this compound?
Pen2E.
Pent2ene, yes, very good. Or the minor product is Pent1ene or 1-pentene or 2-pentene, like that you can also write. Right, let's do the next one that you have to do it by yourself. N-butyl chloride is treated with alcoholic KOH. So draw the structure of butyl chloride and treated with alcoholic KOH. And that's a direct thing because you will get only one product. There is no major minor like that. And it's again an elimination because it's an alcoholic condition. That's actually an easy one. You can try also. And the other question, if you have aqueous KOH, consider it to be a substitution reaction. That is the only thing which you have to think. And KCN. KCN is also substitution. chlorine will be substituted with the CN group.
Ma'am, when they give us nucleophilic substitution, should we write the mechanism?
No. If they didn't ask for it, here it's only what happens. So you just write the products of this reaction. You don't have to show the mechanism until they ask. So I think that BCD you can easily write because this is a simple elimination. Second one, you have to just write chlorine and the next step you will get an alkene. And C and D, that means third and fourth question is substitution. In the first case, chlorine will be substituted with the OH group, and second case, Cl will be substituted with the Cn. KCN is Cn minuses will be replacing chloride. So that's again a nucleophilic substitution. C and D is a simple nucleophilic substitution. Next is again you have to show the mechanism. This is normal butyl bromide with KCN, and what you get is a normal butyl. That means it's a substitution reaction. So what kind of substitution? What will be the mechanism? Butyl bromide is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Br, and what you're getting is here a butyl normal butyl cyanide, CH2, 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 Cn. So it's a substitution reaction. So what kind of substitution? SN1 or SN2? Here you have to find out the mechanism and show it. What kind of reaction will happen? SN1 or SN2 here? How you will know? It's a primary, secondary or tertiary? In which class it falls?
Ma'am, it's primary.
It's primary because it's a normal butane chain. So it's primary. So which mechanism?
SN2.
SN2, very good. So you have to show the attack from the rear side and you will get an intermediate state which will be giving you the product. So you have to just find out from the type and then show the mechanism. So this is also another type of question you can expect. Then the next type of question is conversions. These are the important
types. The previous slide.
Yeah. The important type of questions coming from organic, not only from this chapter, any chapter organic will be conversions, where you have to convert a certain compound to the other compounds, maybe in single step, multiple step, or 3 steps, 4 step, it could be anything like that. But that means you need to know all the chemical reactions discussed so that you can find a relation. Can I change?
Ma'am, for the mechanism one, should we show the intermediate step and should we write the whole mechanism?
Yeah, for SN2 mechanism, it's actually there is no step, it's a one step, but intermediate state is formed, which is unstable, that you have to show.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So conversion, propene to propanol. It's a simple thing. Propene is CH3, CH, double bond, CH2. And what you have to prepare is a propanol, one all. That means CH3, CH2, CH2OH. So always in a conversion reaction, write the starting compound and the final product. Then you can think whether you can do this change in one step or in multiple steps. So this is actually a single step. You have broken the double bond, right? And OH group is added. So what kind of reaction is this? This is grade 11 topic. Alkene plus, it's an addition reaction. What you have to add here? Water, right? All are comfortably sitting. Steve, what kind of reaction is this? Are you there, Steve?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So what kind of reaction is this? If you add water, it is hydration.
Hydration.
It's an addition of water, so it's known as hydration. Okay. Anyway, there are a lot of questions related to conversion and root questions are there in the worksheet. Please try to solve them, and we may discuss it sometime later, not tomorrow because we have to start the next topic.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, so going through the 11th grade organic topic is very important.
Yeah, because that is where you learn the basics, organic basics, reaction basics. Even though it was only hydrocarbon, you didn't learn about other compound, but still the reaction, the pattern, everything you will be get to know about it. Like the type of the reaction pattern, everything was discussed. Like ortho-para directing groups, the basics are there. Nucleophile, electrophile, everything we discussed. So it'll be better if you get time and during the summer break, just go through all these points. The minimum notebook is enough. Even if you don't want to go through the full textbook, at least what we discussed and gave us the notes, please try to go through it.